Well, the charges against actor Alec Baldwin are sparking a debate over who is ultimately responsible for guns on movie sets. Baldwin and a weapons specialist will face involuntary manslaughter charges in the deadly shooting on the set of the movie Rust. Baldwin has repeatedly insisted he did not pull the trigger and was not aware there was a live bullet in the gun. According to the New York Times, the movie is still on track to be finished with Baldwin, along with the director who was wounded in the shooting. Joining us now with insight regarding what's next is legal analyst Emily D. Baker. Emily, thank you for being here. We'll dive right in. So Halyna Hutchins' husband, you know this, all but blamed Baldwin after the shooting. But then he agreed to a settlement, even signed on as Rust's new executive producer. Now he's saying he supports the charges. So will these repeated public reversals impact the legal case against Baldwin, do you think?
I don't think Matt Hutchins's statements to the public or his reversals of opinion will impact the legal case, though I don't know how it doesn't impact the filming of this movie that's supposed to begin at the end of this month with charges and multiple civil lawsuits pending. But it doesn't really impact what's going on in criminal because this wrongful death suit, the civil suit, they settled with Baldwin, but they haven't settled with insurance. So that case isn't done either.
Okay, interesting. So this may be a similar answer. I'm not sure. Baldwin went on somewhat of a media blitz to plead his case. I'm sure you saw this, insisting he did not pull the trigger, that he was assured the gun was cold. So was it the right move to do that publicly, or do you think that could come back and be used against him?
I think it will absolutely come back to be used against him. Matthew Hutchins wasn't in a position where he was ever going to be potentially charged in this case, sued in this case. He might be the one suing. But for Baldwin, there was always a potential with Halyna Hutchins' death that he could be charged criminally. And then he goes on a media blitz explaining how it happens. The prosecutors will absolutely use that against him. And I wouldn't be surprised if they used it in their charging decisions. In video we see from his interview with police, he talks about what an expert he is in guns, how he knows different types of bullets, dummy rounds from, live rounds and blank rounds. I think they would use that to say, well, he could have known if he had checked the gun. They will absolutely use his statements against him.
So what do you believe the odds are of Baldwin actually seeing jail time?
That's a little bit different because the prosecutors already said that they're not going to seek an arrest warrant when these charges are filed. They're going to allow him possibly to appear by Zoom when he's arraigned. So they've said repeatedly that the interest in this case is justice for Halyna Hutchins, not jail time. And I really don't know if jail time would serve a purpose here. I don't think we're worried that Alec Baldwin is going to go and commit further crimes in the community. I don't know if that's the proper remedy in this case, where it really is a terrible accident and the prosecution is alleging born out of negligence.
Interesting. All right, Emily D. Baker, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.